What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and for today I wanted to do another one of the requests that I've been getting from you guys ever since the drop of update 4.0, because we're seeing a massive influx of new players come into the game in hopes of picking up their favorite Avenger. And with that, guys, a lot of people are running into their first real roadblock in Marvel Future Fight, and that is beating chapter 12.8, because a lot of the content, the end game content at the very least, requires you to take down that chapter. And no matter how good of choices you made early on in the game, if you don't know how to play and you're not using the right characters, chances are you're gonna fail on the stage repeatedly and you're going to get very frustrated. So I decided that in the next few days or so, I wanted to put together a couple different teams to show you guys who you could be potentially using to get yourself a win against Odin, the big bad Odin. Now, you guys may be wondering, why the hell do I have Thanos on the screen? Newer players are not gonna have Thanos. That is true, okay? You guys are not gonna have Thanos unless you're wailing out right out the gate, which I don't recommend. At least get your feet wet, enjoy the game for a little bit before you start spending a whole bunch of money. That's just my personal opinion, okay? But I'm a whole different kind of person. Anyways, I personally just wanted to use Thanos on this stage because I really love the fight between Thanos and Odin in the comics. That's one of my favorite comic book fights ever, and to this day we still don't have a conclusion, even though it kind of seems like Odin was going to win. So I wanted to show you guys how my Thanos performs here, and then after that I'll show you guys a couple different team compositions that you could be using to take down Odin using the Avengers in their new uniform. So I'll go ahead and show you guys the build for my Thanos really quickly, and then we'll jump into the gameplay immediately. Now, I won't run the entire stage. I'm just gonna skip everything and just go straight to the boss fight because I don't want to make the video super long, and that's also the reason why I'm only showing you guys a couple teams at a time, right? Because the entire stage takes about 2 to 3 minutes to run to completion. So yeah, let's actually take a look at the Urus. As you can see, for the first slot, he's rocking 2 physical attack and 2 ignore defense. For the second, third, and fourth, he's rocking 2 physical attack and 2 critical damage for every single slot. As for his skills, everything is at 6. And for his ISO set, he's rocking Power of Angry Hulk, and that's fully awakened. And we have recovery, max HP, and a 160 proc for his obelisk, and the uniform is at rare. So still a lot of work I can do to make this guy significantly stronger. Fortunately enough for me, every uniform that is required so far, I actually have them all. So my Thanos is going to be looking like a whole new beast once I get this thing done. Now, the first team I want to show you guys here is actually this team right here, guys. This is actually one of the easiest teams to use because Thor in his new freaking Stormbreaker uniform is an absolute beast. Okay, you do not need the uniforms for Hela or Loki to pull this off because Thor is gonna carry the whole team. He's gonna do the whole stage and he won't even get hit at all. Okay, Thor is that good in this freaking uniform. Absolute beast. And to be honest, he's probably gonna be one of the best characters for this stage right here. With the exception of tier 2 native level characters, Thor is probably the best Avenger to take down this stage, and you guys will see exactly what I mean. I'll show you guys the build for him. I don't even have a damage proc on him. I don't have him set up optimally right now, but he's still a freaking beast, guys. I did the whole stage with him, and I face tank freaking Odin, and Odin couldn't deal a lick of damage to me, guys. This guy is a true beast, okay? True beast. As you can see right here, this is what his stats look like. Keep in mind, this is with the leadership from Hela and the team up bonuses. Okay, so I'm showing you guys everything that I use to complete the stage. So 122 for attack speed, 57% for critical rate, 200% for critical damage, 44% for ignore defense, and 50% for reduced cooldown duration. As for his gears, guys, this is what they currently look like. They're sitting at 20, and as you can see, for the first two, he has 2 energy attack and 2 critical damage. For the third and fourth, he only has 2 energy attack. The rest are completely useless ooze that I need to figure out eventually. So as you can see right here, the skills are all at 6. Rotation with Thor is going to be something like 5 into 4. Then after that, you want to put up 3, and then you could go 1-2 or 2-1, completely up to you. But just go 5-4-3, and then after that, just mix it up. But as long as you have max skill cooldown, you can chain from damage immunity iframe right into a guard into iframe. It's just amazing to play Thor in this uniform. Truly amazing. As you can see right here, Power of Angry Hulk. Not the best ISO set in the world, because as you can see, I still have ISOs that are 5 freaking stars. Okay, I'm slacking there, guys. And as you can see, I have critical damage, which is good. I have fire resist, which is bad. I have invincibility, which is, I guess, good if you want to make him as tanky as possible, but you just want to get more DPS out of Thor as much as freaking possible. Okay, so I'm gonna change this to a damage proc, and to be honest, if you want to be as optimal as possible with Thor, whatever you give him for his obelisk, give him immunity to guard break. That is essential, and that's what I'm going to do for my Thor as well. For the uniform, this is currently at normal, as you can see, so it's not a super OP Thor that you're seeing in the gameplay that I'm going to show you guys right now. Second team I want to show you guys is actually this team right here, Captain America. Since Captain America is one of the first characters they give you in this game, and to be honest, even though mine is at level 70, you do not need him to be level 70, okay? He can do this at level 60 as long as you have this uniform. The DPS is there, and that's why I chose a leadership like Crossbones, because pretty much everyone's gonna have a standard generic 30% physical attack leadership. You can scale this up even further and use people like Gorgon or even Titania. Okay, so you can definitely go a little bit higher. You can use Gorgon's leadership, which gives you, as you can see right here, 45%, or you can use someone like Beast, who also gives you 45%, or you can even use, where's my girl Titania? She's somewhere right here, who actually gives you 50%, okay? So if you don't have that level 70 factor like I do, you can scale his DPS and do that all the same. So as you can see right here, this is what the details on my cap look like with the team up and everything. And I have Groot on the team for additional healing. And I ran this entire stage on auto, which is not something I generally do because the AI makes a lot of stupid mistakes. But since my cap is so OP, I wanted to keep it as close to what a new player would do as possible, okay? I'm not saying you guys are terrible, but since my cap is level 70, I wanted to leave in some of the mistakes that a newer player may make, okay? So that's why I did this on auto. The other clears I did myself manually, okay? Cap though, since he's level 70 and he's the only one that's at level 70, I wanted to keep it as real and I would say as close to what you guys may experience as possible. So you can see right here, 117 for attack speed, 75% for critical rate, 200% for critical damage, 41% for ignore defense, and 49% for reduced cooldown duration. As for his gears, guys, as you can see, I have 2 physical attack and 2 critical damage for the first 2, and for the last 2 I'm rocking 2 physical attack and 2 HP and a little bit of skill cooldown there. Skills are all at 6, mandatory for me. All my characters, I put them at 6. And I have overdrive for his ISO set. And as you can see right here, I'm rocking critical damage, critical rate, and 3 seconds of invincibility. If you want to scale his DPS, then most definitely give him a damage prop, because that's what I'm going to do sometime in the very near future, because he doesn't need more survivability. Definitely not. As you can see right here, I have the uniform at heroic, so that may be a factor that you want to consider. Third team I want to show you guys is actually this team right here. Now, Bucky is freaking insane in this uniform. If I haven't screamed it enough already, Bucky is insane. Like, his DPS is ridiculous, guys, and this clear was actually freaking awesome. Now, Bucky, even though he has really good survivability if you play him manually, if you let him play on auto, you're going to be in trouble on this stage, because the AI is not going to prioritize his iframes or his damage immunity. So keep that in mind. And one tip that I want to give you guys, when you go up against Odin in the boss fight, try to hit your 3 skill and let Odin hit you as much as possible to accumulate that damage, and that way you can deal all that damage back at him, okay? Because that's going to scale Winter Soldier's damage, and that's why he's so freaking strong. Well, his skills deal a ton of damage, but having that damage accumulation factor really scales his damage a lot. Like, it's crazy. As you can see right here, I have 120 for attack speed, 51% for critical rate, 200% for critical damage, 50% for ignore defense, and 50% for reduced cooldown duration. Now, as you saw earlier on the team, I'm rocking Groot for additional healing for whenever I make any kind of mistakes using Winter Soldier, and I would advise you guys do the same thing. And I have tier 2 Claw to give him some more critical damage, but you could easily just put in someone like Werewolf to get that extra bit of critical rate and critical damage as well. As for his gears, 20, no Urus, okay? so everyone can relate to this. As you can see, the skills are 6, all standard business with me. As you can see right here, overdrive, very standard 5-star ISOs. And as you can see right here, it's a 4-star obelisk. Okay, anyone can just build one from running a couple special missions. The uniform, however, is at heroic. Okay, so if you want to, you can scale his DPS more with the leadership, or you can put someone else on the team that's not Groot and replace the healing with some more DPS. Completely up to you, but Winter Soldier is a beast that can definitely do it for you guys. And there you guys have it, man. Winter Soldier, this guy is an absolute beast. Absolute beast, man. But that's all I have to really share for this one. Let me know what your thoughts are. Would you like to see more videos like this where I put together different teams using the Avengers or different characters all together and take on this stage? Let me know, guys. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Peace out.